Hey guys, so you'll have to excuse the very raw background. I'm at my PC. This would be the fastest way to record. My face probably looks really yellow because of that light too, so... I want to get this up as fast as possible. I just watched the Bethesda E3 conference and have a little list of things to say. This is going to be kind of a summary and kind of a commentary. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible and as quickly as possible. No edits. I got to get up for work tomorrow. Let's get through this quickly as possible. So the first game they showed was Doom, and I guess it's just called Doom, because, you know, Doom was like one of the very first-person shooters back in the day. It's like Wolfenstein, except with demons instead of Nazis. Came out in the 90s, and they've had a couple... I thought they already had one that was just called Doom, so I guess this is a reboot, but either way... It's first-person shooter. It's like Halo plus Gears of War. It's really violent, and they got like these laser weapons, and then it's chainsaw. And it was like ripping people apart. And graphically, it was by far the best thing they showed at the show. It was awesome. 1080p, 60 frames a second. It was very smooth. It kind of flowed. The movement was very flowy, but whenever he did like a melee kill, it seemed like it would be a QTE. Like it would stop the game to do this little pre-recorded animation and then get me back in you. And I don't like that. It slows down the game. Other than that, it seemed very smooth. Haven't played the past Doom games. Can't really give you an update on the features. I know, I'm just the worst game journalism. Recording on stuff I've never even heard of before. And they were talking about how they had this like snap map or something, so you can share maps and create them across PS4, Xbox 360 and PC. And I'm like, you mean like we've had in Time Splitters 3 game generations ago? It's like, map creating is nothing new. It's like, alright, whatever. What I thought it was going to be was like cross-platform play. Like someone with a PS4 could play online with someone on a PC. That's something that people probably want a lot more. Next game to show was Battlecry, and it's kind of like Blizzard's Overwatch thing to do. It's like team-based arena combat thing, sort of like Team Fortress, I want to say. It's got that weird art style, but it's all like melee weapons, and I have not the least bit interested in that. And then they showed some Elder Scrolls Online, which already came out, and that's weird. And earlier today, I put up my thoughts on Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah. We're moving on. So, then they show Hearthstone Elder Scrolls Edition. It's the new card game, because Hearthstone is very popular free-to-play digital card game, and Gwent is the card game in Witcher 3, and it sounds like people have really been liking that, so they're trying to harp on this card game phrase, phase, whatever. We didn't get much other than a trailer, though, so. I skipped Dishonored. So there's Dishonored Definitive Edition coming to PS4 and Xbox One, so the old game being updated for new gen, and the Dishonored 2's coming out, and they had a really nice looking CGI trailer. Like, it's got that weird art style where their ears are like huge and their faces are like, it's weird, but like graphically it was really nice looking. Like, it was clearly a CGI rendered trailer, and I liked it. So, and it's got this like weird portal like panel things coming up, and it's got like a Bioshocky music feel to it. I did not finish the first Dishonored. I'm kind of interested in the second Dishonored, maybe. There's a female protagonist. That was just a trailer, didn't show much of that either. Alright, now that all the garbage is out of the way, let's talk about Fallout 4. So, pretty much the back third of the conference was all Fallout 4. They wanted to save it for the end. They had this, like, jokes like, alright, everybody, we're done, we're going home. And they're like, Fallout 4. So they show the intro section of the game. You start the game, like, living in society before the nukes go down. And there's this dialogue, and your character talks now. It's a big deal. Apparently it wasn't like that in the old Fallout. You can design a male and female character, but it's the parents of the kid you'll play in the thing. So that's weird. It's like, why would you waste time designing the parents if you're going to play as a kid? And they say they, like, designed the kid based on the parents you chose. So, like, what if that doesn't mean that's the kid I'm going to want? So, like, I don't like that you're I don't like that. That's weird. And the facial animations look really bad. Like, I'm reminded of how, especially after Doom, which looks really, really good. Like, that's a next-gen first-person shooter. Fallout 4 looks ages behind Doom. There's a robot in the game, Codsworth. I don't know how big of a piece he'll be if he's just in the intro a little bit, but he was kind of entertaining. I'd like to see more Codsworth. He's, like, British, and he's like, oh, hello, sir, and he's making jokes. Because you go in the vault, and then you come back out 200 years later, and he's like, oh, so you're 2 centuries late for dinner, sir. Ha 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 ha! And the dog that you saw in the trailer, you can issue the dog commands. It was like eating stuff and attacking stuff. You can design your own settlement too. It was like showing the guy like building houses, like in Skyrim, like the Hearthfire. You remember you could build your own house in Skyrim? They showed very in-depth crafting. They said they have 50 base weapons and 700 modifications for those weapons. He was making like a baseball bat with a saw thing on it. This crazy-looking sniper rifle shotgun thing. So with like you can play in first person, you can play in third person, or you can like actually do that weird targeting system. And that might be a novelty. And I'm sure if that was in the old games, people would hate it if it wasn't this one. But I would probably play Fallout 4 first person. It's like the shooting looks a little static to me. I want like smooth Call of Duty shooting in an open world. That's what I would be looking for in Fallout 4. So the blue guy, remember I said in my last video, was like, we're not sure if he's the protagonist. He is the protagonist, and he is fully voiced, so. Then they announced this little free app game called Fallout Shelter, and it's like this War of Mine or FTL, where it's like shows like the side view underground, and you can like manage your own vault with little pip people. And that's kind of cute. I'd not spend any time with that at all, but I'm sure people want it. And then they showed the Pip-Boy, which is the thing, which is like your inventory thing in Fallout. Like, they have like an actual real one that fits on your wrist, and it's like, if you thought the Apple Watch was nerdy, oh man, goodness gracious. And you can like fit your entire phone on it, and then it does everything that the Pip-Boy uses in the game. So that comes with the Collector's Edition. And they show these little chibi toy things, or figurines, or pop, I don't know what they're called. And the Fallout Shelter game is out right now. You could download that off the App Store. And that was the Bethesda conference. No Elder Scrolls 6. I kept looking at my watch. It's like, the moment they passed 10 o'clock and still go, I was like, alright, they got more time. It's like, if we could fit in an Elder Scrolls 6 teaser, like, just put the title on something. I guess it wouldn't make sense to release Elder Scrolls 6 this year, or even talk about it, because you want people to focus on Elder Scrolls Online, and you want people to focus on Fallout 4. You do not want two open world games of your own company competing with each other. Oh, and Fallout 4 is coming out November 15th this year, I think it was. And that's all the news from the Bethesda conference. I gotta say, for me personally, this is the most disappointing. It's like, I'm kind of interested in Fallout, and I'm kind of interested in Doom. I don't give a damn about anything else they showed. There was one pipe dream I had, and I didn't get it, so there you go. Maybe next year. I'm Wesley Tomsky. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and come back and join me in my crusade during E3. I will be covering all the conferences tomorrow. So if there's anything like super big cool, that'll get its own video. But for something like Bethesda, I'm just gonna condense into one video. Because with God on our side, we shall prevail. My Elder Scrolls Online video is up. Don't forget to check that out. And thank you everybody, by the way. At least half of you here watching are from the Witcher 3 video. That was wildly successful. Over 2,000 views, 80 likes. My goodness gracious. Let's see if we can do that with the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm not going to ask you to like it and share it with your friends. That's dumb. I guess I do that anyway. Whatever. Goodbye. Get out of here.